Next Gen Tech Talks podcast, where we share insights and tips from the best in business.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Next Gen Tech Talks podcast. Today, we have a very special guest with me. She is Pujarini Mohapatra, Principal Engineering Manager, Microsoft, who oversees some of the most innovative and impactful projects in the tech industry. Thank you so much, Pooja, for joining us today. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Thank you, Golok, for inviting me. It is my pleasure to be in this show.
You belongs to PowerCat team. So I just want to ask a couple of questions, basically related to PowerCat. PowerCat team, what exactly they do, and what is the Power Platform Engineering Group's work within this PowerCat team? Maybe you want to give some lights on that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. So, PowerCat stands for Customer Advisory Team. So, we are part of Power Platform Engineering Group, but our major focus is driving and ensuring our customers are unblocked. Right. So, when I say that, it's basically an agile team within the Power Platform Engineering Group. Our kind of primary mission is to help customers and drive of adoption of the Power Apps, Power Automate, like Copilot Studio, AI Builder, anything within Power Platform, within the Power Platform suite of products, right? So we focus on providing tools, guidance, adoption acceleration, architectural advisory services to our key strategic customers, right? So our goal is to maximize the business value customers get from platform while minimizing time it takes to achieve that value, right? So that is our main mission of PowerCat. Right. So if you look at Microsoft low-code solution, Power Platform today, as of today, has more than 33 million monthly active users, and close to approximately 97% Fortune 500 companies of the world, are using low-code solutions. Right. So with the addition of Copilot for Power Platform, we are now kind of in the era of AI-assisted low-code development, where we have more than 100K customers, organizations having experience in Copilot in Power Platform. So yeah, so the charter of Power Platform is broader. Like when I said, most important charter for us is to ensure customers are successful, and the adoption of the Power Platform is there. Like we go and unblock them. Like if at all they have any issues within the platform, like we just treat them as our partners, and so that we can help them on any issue they comes within their way, while adopting the Power Platform.
Okay, I think this gives fair enough of idea actually what exactly PowerCat team do. And basically, I understand also PowerCat also have engineering team. Basically, what exactly engineering team do in the PowerCat team? This is customer advisory part we understand, but what is the role of the engineering team? The same customer advisory or anything extra that you guys do actually?
No, yeah, this is a good question, right? So, the CAT engineering team, we call it as CAT tools team, right?
Hmm.
So our primary responsible, is for building first-party apps, toolkits as open source implementation, right? So these are designed to help unblock immediate customer needs. So like when I say immediate customer needs, like let's say one of our strategic or large customer, has blocked, using, or their, for example, COE starter kit, right? So the way it started from, customers are kind of, blocked in adopting some of the governance. They see some of the governance challenges, which were, product was not there. But yeah, we can start it easily. We can start it faster because, we are building the tools on top of Power Platform, and then we provide that as a solution to the customer. And once we see that customer adoption, and we see the traction, in the background, then we go and, probably, this sometime it comes to the product. Like today, if you see, managed environment has lot of COE kit starter features, available as part of managed environment. So that is the main aim. Again, it is aligned to the broader vision of unblocking immediate customer needs. There are instances, as I said, for example, COE starter kit, creator kit, Dataverse accelerator. Recently we have something called Copilot Studio accelerator, all of which are built on the Power Platform, on the Power Platform. right? So these toolkits not only address customer challenges, but also serve as a strong indicator for the prioritization of future product features, right? Or our product roadmap. So yeah, so that's basically exactly what we do.
Okay, I think this is really clear. We understand. Basically, it is all about the extended team of the product team. So product team will concentrate on the core product, whereas Power Cat team concentrate on the extension of the product, addressing the customers' issues and problems, and along with that, come up with the open source tools and technologies which they can tap on and leverage on. For example, rightly you mentioned, I saw that our Power Cat team already produced a lot of tools like COE kit, then Power Apps Accelerator, Power Apps Creator Kit, then Approvals Kit and Automation Kits. All these are there. But you mentioned Copilot Studio Accelerator and Dataverse Accelerator. Maybe you want to
Yeah.
give more insights on that actually.
Yeah, sure, I will give. But yeah, before that, I just also want to, one important point to highlight over here. Because, when I say these toolkits, these toolkits are built on top of Power Platform and we release it as an open source implementation, right? Just imagine it, customers can go and refer these toolkits, how the things has been built on top of Power Platform, right? So how to, let's say, create a kit for an example, it has a lot of PCF components,
Mm.
to make the UI design better. Like as a end user, as a customer, they can always go to look at our GitHub repo and also see how to implement this part, right? Because this is kind of a customer zero. I can say also for Power Platform, because we are building everything on top of the platform, right? So which can also give a better reference for the customers to go ahead and look how to implement or how to scale these things. Because if you look at these toolkits, what we have developed has been actually used for has been used by the large customers. So, like COE kit has more than close to, 13, 15,000 tenants installs. So, like Creator Kit has more than close to 20,000 tenants are using. So the adoption is huge. So, like platform on top of the platform, what we build actually can scale, actually can scale on a larger way. So that is also something which, customers can consider it as a open source implementation and look as a reference, for their implementation when they are building a large scale or enterprise scale of application within platform. Yeah,
Okay.
and coming to your next question on the Copilot Studio Accelerator and Dataverse, accelerator, right? Certainly, one of the, exciting project which we are currently, working on the AI space, because this is part of our ongoing experiment in the AI space. Specifically within Copilot Studio. So Copilot Studio Accelerator is more, it's an incubation stage, but yeah, the first release is more for the testing of copilots. Like if you build a copilot using Copilot Studio, how can you better test it? We also have integrated Gen AI testing on that. Like if you are using any Gen AI features of Copilot Studio, how to test those using the Copilot Studio Accelerator. But yeah, there are a lot of exciting features we are again experimenting, which will be coming soon in near future. Like more on those space on the Copilot Studio space. Coming to Dataverse Accelerator, again, because it's a first party app, it goes to every environment, right? Like as a kind of a product, like the moment you create an environment, Dataverse Accelerator goes to that environment, right? So that is, again, we are experimenting a lot of stuff in AI space. One is we are experimenting how end users can do A/B testing on the prompt, kind how can they do fine tune AI prompts, ensuring kind of that users get the most relevant and accurate output from their AI models. So these experiments kind of aligns with our broader vision of making AI more accessible and powerful for everyone using Power Platform, right? So that the productivity of customers, or productivity of the apps customer who are building these productivity apps should kind of should get more adoption in that front, right? So we just want to ensure that the smooth, like let's say as a customer you are using a AI prompt, how that AI prompt can be very efficient, which can give you better result, right? So because lot of customers what we have seen, or lot of requirements what we have seen, people are not much aware about writing the prompt, because prompt engineering is the art, right? So the better way of you write prompt, the better outcome you will get. right? So something in that sort, we are actually experimenting something. How can customers do A/B testing on their prompt? How can they do fine tuning their prompt so that they can get the most relevant and accurate output, right? So that is something is going on, and we are excited to see where it takes us and to our customers.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's really great to know actually. But if I'll ask the continuation of the last question, so you mentioned that there are a lot of things are coming. So maybe you want to give some insights. What's there on the roadmap and what really we are planning next?
Yeah.
The next on the table, maybe you guys are exploring. If it
Yeah.
is okay to share, you can just convey some of the insights.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned, like most of the experiment we are doing on the AI space again, right? So be it Copilot, like how efficiently or how quickly customers can build the adaptive guides, or how quickly or how efficiently they can go and test copilots, right? So from the Copilot Studio perspective, or if at all they're using prompts, right? So how better they can better they can write those prompts, how they can test those prompts, like like let's say for example, you are asking, you have created a custom prompt saying something like, let's say, what is, for example, what exactly is happening in the AI era, and probably that is not the way to write the prompt, right? So we are working something called the kind of a way where we can suggest better prompts. We can also say feedback on that prompt. Hey, probably your prompt is right, your accuracy of the prompt probably low because of you are missing this prompt right of prompt anatomy or something, right? So in those sort, we are kind of working a tool so that it can suggest users on and before they write a prompt, or before they take it to production, right? So that is how something which we are working on that space. And also something another thing is which we are kind of experimenting now right now is on the how can we generate better documentation, right? Let's say as a enterprise architect or as a solution architect, once your app has been built, once your Copilot has been built, or be it Power Automate, anything you have built on the solution, how better you can document it, right? So like because today we have AI with us, and then we can actually make the things faster and better. So that is something, another experiment which we are doing.
Okay, that's good to know. Guys who are listening this podcast, maybe you are knowing a lot of things. Actually, team is building and team is exploring a lot of things. And if I understand broadly, we are doing into high level two parts. First is Copilot, and all across Microsoft ecosystem, everyone is trying to explore on the Copilot. So Copilot, how we can leverage the generative AI capability. That's one segment of the work. I believe team is working, and second segment is the prompt engineering, because now in the era of generative AI, people do search in their own way, which they may not get the relevant output. And that's how what I understand. You are trying to mention we are working on prompt engineering and other things. Yeah, I think this is good to know, and let's see how it is coming up. Then once it is come up, we'll see how it is enhancing the capability of the end users specifically, because as you mentioned, it's open source and everyone can go and tap on to use. And I understand relevant whatever the other product specific licenses, that still intact, right? Whatever relevant licenses required, that will be there. But this tool is open source. That's why people always having a confusion. That's okay, it is open source, I will go and try it immediately out. So you can try it. Tool is free of cost, but tool, let's say you want Power Apps license, Power Automate license, whatever things is there, that will be there intact, because already you are
Yeah.
using that, and relevant things it will be utilized on top of that.
Yeah.
Maybe Puja, you can correct if my understanding is right or wrong.
No, absolutely, you are right. So yeah, so these tools are completely open source. It is available on GitHub. Even we recommend, we recommend that community to come and contribute on those
Mm.
tools to make it better, because since it is open source, anyone can come and contribute to that, right? So that is, or share the feedback, because it's all there in GitHub, so that we can make it better. We can make it better for you, for the better usage, right? So, but yeah, it is completely open source, as you said rightly. Anyone can take it, download it, look at the entire unmanaged solution, explore it, extend it, and if they want to contribute it, we are really happy and open to take that contribution as well.
Yeah, that's really a good point. Everyone who is a techies, they can try how they can contribute. whatever their business specific experience and suggestions or improvements. Okay, so far, okay, the discussion, we understand this is what is all about there. And another question coming to my mind in this note, uh, the question is all about, we talk about the COE kit, right? This is I will say it's from the experience point of view, customer angle, I'm bringing this
Mm-hmm.
question.
Mm-hmm.
So if COE kit people are using, their expectation is like COE kit is not restricted to Power Platform. We went for one of the customer, they were asking, okay, I want my COE to be governed. I have a lot of Power Apps, I have a lot of Power Automate, even though I have a lot of other technologies and tools also. I have Salesforce, I have SAP, I have this product, that product. I want the complete COE. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like Power Platform COE. I want a complete COE. So in
Mm-hmm.
this case, can we plug our COE toolkit to give them the holistic view of their organizational activities for the admins, for the users? That's what at least couple of customers I face this kind of ask. Maybe you
No,
want to
no, yeah.
some of this.
Yeah, we sometimes get this kind of requirement, but yeah, COE starter kit, as you rightly said, the target persona are the
Mm.
like administrator, right? So who can actually govern the Power Platform, entire governance, and security aspect of the Power Platform, right? So yeah, and as I said, this is an open source toolkit, right? So if customers want to take it and extend it, based on the other tools they have, they can always and plug in it, right? Or they can always take it and extend it. But as a Power Platform team, our main aim and goal is, to provide a tool where, our customers can take and, play around the Power Platform, which can actually help them on the Power Platform journey, right? So that is one of our main goal. And
Okay.
this is, and we also, always release the open source,
Yeah.
like the unmanaged solution. So customers are actually welcome to take it and, extend it based on their other tools if they want to plug in into the COE kit, for the better visibility or better governance or security aspect.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I think this is fair amount of
Yeah.
actually.
Just to
Yes.
add,
Think.
yes,
Hmm.
sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
Nothing.
just to add to this point, so like data export feature of COE kit, right, which
Hmm.
also is we are working towards for the V2 version of that. So data export today is very tightly to Azure, Azure data lake if you look at, right. So
Hmm.
in that case, customers are welcome. Like they can because data export is a feature where you have a inbuilt ETL mechanism to pull data from push data from Power Platform to Azure environment. The similar way customers can actually have their own data flows or Synapse or some kind of ETL process to bring it to one lake and then then do the kind of reporting and analysis piece on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
who are listening this, maybe it is helpful for you to understand why Microsoft given COE kits. Microsoft has given you, let's say, around 60% or 70%. It's in open source. It's available for Power Platform stack of technologies, or it sits in the Microsoft tech stack. Whereas if you guys have any your cross technologies, maybe you can definitely go and tap on your specific product. You can extend it. You can reuse it, like your SIs may be doing. Okay, this is what the advice from the podcast team also. I think we will proceed towards some of the casual personal questions. I think that should be fine if you're okay. So
Yep.
what I'm trying to understand, how is your day in your life, the working day or something like that?
Okay, yeah, good question. So yeah, so day in a life, I can say as any other engineering manager. So it is mostly for me to align with team what they're building, just to ensure that we are focused on our vision, and also doing a lot of technical reviews, like be it PR review, be it anything team has to do before it goes to production. That review to do cross team collaboration, with multiple team collaboration, ensure that we also partner with a lot of product engineering, with a product engineering group. So that is something also is part of my daily life. And yeah, I mean, sometimes it is also tough because sometimes it's not always very smooth or casual because some days are tough because we also because it's a part of CAT team, customer advisory team. get something, to look into customer, probably customer escalations, or partner with our solution architects to look into some of the strategic initiative, or be it, go and give a session to the customers on the things which we are building, talk about things we are building to champions or the community, right? So yeah, so this is some days are smooth, smart, some days are tough, but yeah, that's how it is. So right, yeah,
Okay, I think that
yeah.
should that's parts
So
and parcel.
mostly look into the feature development of, because nowadays, as I said, AI is the focus, and we are also experimenting a lot of things on the AI space. And if you have looked holistically in the last few years, right, what has been changed? Few months, I can say, what have been changed, the speed of the cycle of the production, right? So if you see AI, what is the difference between the software engineers and the AI engineers right now, or the AI style of working, is things are changing very fast, right? So if you see something today, it might have changed tomorrow. So you have to have on that speed of learning, knowing the latest things, what is happening, at least, be on that trend, and, and your cycle has to be faster, so that you can build something faster, take it to customer, they use it, they don't use it, take the call accordingly. So those things are also part of day in life.
Okay, so that's nice to know. And the next question maybe I will ask actually how you manage. You mentioned a lot of things that are going on and other things. How the personal and professional lives you balance.
Yeah, so it's all about yeah, so it is based on the individuals, right? So how do they manage? For me, how do I do basically is, prioritize and schedule. And like when I say prioritize, I block time on my calendar, right? So let's say, I just ensure that, schedule meetings are planned ahead, and then, so that I have block out my time for personal activities, and then set the priorities, right? So setting the priorities is the toughest part of the job, right? So if you can set your priorities, most important task to, task for both work and in your personal life, you can actually focus on what truly matters, right? So, and then let's go for the less critical activities in that case, right? So, and then another case could be delegate, because, once you have to delegate certain things, so that you ensure that you are not have not taken a lot of stuff in your plate, right? So delegate is another, I can say, art, right? So you have to delegate your responsibility to your team members, kind of tell them to take the decisions, so that you don't get indulged in a lot of small activities, right? So you can trust them, and then build that trust and delegate them appropriate task, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it is. Yeah.
I think that's all from our end. Our 30 minutes is almost over. And in that note, thank you so much for joining us in this conversation. This is really helpful for those who want to know what exactly PowerCat team is doing and how PowerCat engineering team is helping to the product team. We understand how they are coming up with a lot of open source tools and technologies which you can directly tap on and leverage on, even can extend if you want to feel any extension required, you can go ahead and extend it. And if you want to contribute that extension also, you can contribute. That's what I understand. So in that note, it's really great learning. We can contribute, whoever want to contribute. In that note, thank you so much, Pooja, for joining us. Thank you for
Thank you so much for inviting.
Thank you for listening. Looking forward to see you on a new topic. Till then, bye bye.